Nnpc on fire as explosion rock shell and Agip gas pipelines. Explosion was reported on Monday to have rocked a gas pipeline operated by Shell Petroleum Development Company (SPDC) and Nigerian Agip Oil Company (NAOC) at Ikarama Community, Yenogwa local government area of Bayelsa, South Nigeria. The Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria Limited (SPDC) Bamidele Odugbesan, who confirmed the explosion, stated that the pipeline has been shut in while a government-led joint probe will determine the cause and impact of the incident. We have a report of an interference with our gas pipeline about 1 kilometer from Ikarama community in Bayelsa State. We have since shut in the line and informed the relevant government agencies. A government-led joint investigation team will determine the cause and impacts, he told Platforms Africa. A youth leader in Ikarama near the incident site, Mr. Ben Wada, however, augusted that the pipeline was attacked. The residents heard several sounds from the explosion that rocked the oil field on Monday. The site is not far from Ikarama, where heard sound from the blast and it sounded like dynamite and it was not safe to go near. So, when the situation became quiet and we had to trace what happened, and it turned out that Shell's gas pipeline and Agip crude lines were destroyed. The incident resulted to air pollution from the gas pipeline and crude leak, which members of the affected communities are battling to cope with. Warders told NAN. Confirming the incident on Tuesday, Mr. Michael Adande, an SPDC spokesman, told NAN that the oil firm had received reports of the incident and shut down the facility to curtail impact. We have reports of interference on our pipeline about 1 kilometer from Ikarama community in Bayelsa State. We immediately shut in the line and we have informed relevant regulatory government agencies and stakeholders. A government-led joint investigation team will determine the cause of the interference, Adande said. My viewers, this is another big blow that has just occurred in Nigeria. A very big blow. Hope you can hear that. Explosion in Shell and Agip gas pipeline. What has befallen Nigeria? Yes, permit me to begin my analysis from there. What has befallen Nigeria? We're just living one situation to another situation, from one situation to another situation. Why are we suffering like this? What has become of us? What solution are we providing to put an end to this that is happening to us? What are we doing? My viewers, we have to wake up. We have to wake up because things are becoming so difficult and hard for this country. In fact, to me, I would tell you that the people appointed to different departments and also to different sectors in this country are incapable. President Buhari has employed and appointed people that are not competent, incompetent people into office. You can imagine, this is where our problem started from. You remember, and if you are very, very current, you will remember that in Nnpc, we have 9 top positions in Nnpc. 9 top positions. These 9 top positions, out of the 9, 6 is occupied by Northerners, mostly Fulanese. Out of the 9 top positions in the Nnpc, 6 is occupied by the Northerners, of which mostly Fulanese. Then 2 is occupied by the Easterners. Then 1 occupied by the Westerners. You can imagine 6 top positions occupied by Northerners. Why? Why? And for what reason? You see that? You see where our problem is coming from? They don't want to know their incompetency. As if that wasn't enough. That is for the petroleum sector. Let us talk about the broadcasting organization. Look at the top positions in the broadcasting field. It's occupied by the Northerners, the same thing. I'm talking about broadcasting station. The Northerners that cannot even speak good English. People that you cannot even hear well when they talk. People that hardly pass through the 4 walls of university. You made them top people in the broadcasting organization. For what reason? Huh? Eberibe challenged the president and his aide that he said in Aso Rock that we only have 1 Igbo person in Aso Rock. Eberibe knew what he's talking about, but they didn't understand. They thought Eberibe is talking about the number of workers in Aso Rock. No, we're talking about, if you're talking about staffs of Aso Rock, we're not talking about staffs. We're not talking about casual workers. Casual, because in Aso Rock we have people working as casual staffs. You understand? We're talking about top people occupying top positions, people occupying meaningful positions in Aso Rock. Those are the people we're talking about. And these people occupies, and the Northerners are the people that occupy these top positions. So Eberibe is trying to make them understand that it is only 1 person, 1 Igbo man, that is occupying a meaningful position in Aso Rock. Why the remaining positions are occupied by the Northerners, which is true. Do we start counting them? Do we start counting them so that you know? The already passed Issa Funtua. What was his position in Aso Rock? Garba Shehu. What is his position in Aso Rock? The late Abakiari. What was his position in Aso Rock? Even the new chief of staff to the president, Ibrahim Gambari, is also a Northerner and a Fulani at that matter. But people think that he's a Yoruba. He is not a Yoruba. His origin is traced down to Fulani. He's a Fulani man. President Muhammad knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. That is why when he wanted to choose a chief of staff, he never said anything to anyone. Even his wife, he never told his wife a word. He just left quietly. He left Aso Rock quietly and went in search of his chief of staff. Coming back to Aso Rock, he came with his chief of staff. And everybody became surprised. You can imagine. You can imagine. This is the person who called our president. You see what we are going through. This is what we are passing through in the God-forsaken country. We have an autocratic leader called president. Someone that only believes on himself and his own decision making. This is a mess. This is a mess. Please, my viewers, you have to come into this matter because it concerns you. Deem it fit to leave them below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.